Land dispossession was one of the core grievances at the heart of the ANC's founding 105 years ago. Yet in the ANC's 23 years in power, land reform and redistribution has been frustratingly slow, despite a constitution that allows for the expropriation of land.
Section 25 is actually quite far ahead of its time, frankly speaking. It gives us the instrument to do what we need to do. We're slow. We're slow in doing it. Over the last 20 years, we've experimented with willing buyer, willing seller. That didn't work.
Since its Mangaung conference 5 years ago, the party has been promising to step up the pace of land reform. This includes giving just and equitable payment for land government has targeted for repossession.
We are going to occupy the unoccupied land.
But in an increasingly competitive political landscape, and as the cry for radical economic transformation grows louder, there appears to be greater agitation for the ANC to go a step further, expropriation without any compensation being paid.
How are we going to achieve all the goals mentioned in the State of the Nation address and all the laws and policies that we are busy amending to enable faster land reform, including land expropriation without compensation as provided for in the Constitution?
That contention is of course inaccurate. Expropriation without compensation is not provided for in Section 25 of the Constitution, but could have been had the ANC taken the EFF up on its Tuesday offer to vote with the governing party to give it the 2/3 majority vote in Parliament for this purpose.
Today the ANC should come with the EFF. There is 6% available. We give it to you without no condition to amend the Constitution and take the land.
But as it happened, ANC MPs shunned the EFF offer.
We totally rejected.
And in the process directly contradicted the President's understanding of the current constitutional status of expropriation without compensation.
Expropriation of land should be done for public purpose and public interest, not for EFF purpose and EFF interest. Secondly, expropriation without compensation is unconstitutional.
As if that doesn't tie up the party's position on land expropriation in a complicated enough knot, its Women's League appears to be unhappy with party MPs rejecting the EFF offer.
Oh, I don't know if we're pulling in different directions. I think we're a dynamic organization that has the ability to discuss very openly with each other, contrary to what people say. There's no difficulty with the ANC Women's League having an opinion which is different to what the general opinion was. The parliamentarians followed the prescripts in the Constitution and the current ANC policy positions. They did nothing wrong. We're open to having a discussion with the ANC Women's League.
The Jacob Zuma-led ANC National Executive Committee is working against the clock. In its last year of a 5-year party term, it wants to be seen to have delivered on the promise of radical economic transformation. Whether or not it will be able to count fast-tracked land reform among its successes, the next few months will reveal. Thulasizwe Semelane, Johannesburg.